On today's Screw Around Saturday, we're going to be replacing the screen on an iPhone 2G. This is my first time replacing an iPhone 2G new screen. I've pulled off the old one and put it back on before in previous times, but I said on my previous video that if I could find one for under $70, I'd do it. And I found one from China for 30 bucks. Alright, let's see what's inside this package. So, here we go. First time me looking inside here as well. Cut the signature China tape. Okay. Looks to be packaged well. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's set this aside. There it is. So I'll just go ahead and take that off without breaking anything. These are one of the hardest iPhone Apple ever made to repair. One of the hardest parts is getting this metal piece off. This one is kind of broken. Take out the SIM card tray first, folks. Okay. Just gotta unclip that. The great thing about these is they're pretty hard to break while fixing them. Except for the fact that you might not be able to get it back together again, but ignoring that, all the cables are connected at the bottom of the logic board. That one comes off like that, and so does that one. And then there's a ribbon cable for the charge port right there. Drop the screen bezel. At least all the screws are Phillips, and they're pretty much mostly the same size. The only way to get parts for these is from China, and they've always come from me, but that's not always the case. If you can even get them. I had a broken iPhone 2G sitting around for years, waiting for a part to show up on eBay. And once it did, I immediately bought it, and then I was able to fix it. But the lack of parts for these phones is bad. Also, for the volume button and power button assembly, if you replace it, if it's for the wrong serial number of phone, the early generations have a different mechanism to tell you whether the headphone jack is in or out. So, in other words, your headphones will only work if they're out of the phone, and your speaker will only work if the headphones are in, for the early serial number models. Which mine was. Okay, so I think we're good here as far as the screen. Okay. Alrighty. Now we got the old screen off. Let's take care of this adhesive. Alright, so after a lot of work and cleaning, this is decently clean-ish-er. So, now we're going to go ahead and install our new adhesive, which is just on a roll. So I'll do that. And we got our adhesive on. I'll go ahead and take off. Alright, so let's get our new screen. Oh look, that's an OEM part. Interesting. We have to slip our home button in the bottom. That cable has to go on that side. And the other one with the metal thing has to go on the other side. Okay, let's stick our home button in. Do it. Let's do that. Hold it upside down. There. Like that. That seems to have worked. Before I put the bezel on, here's what's so hard about lining up this screen. So first off, we gotta put that charging port cable back in. If you screw that up, it's not gonna charge. It's considerably easier if I take out the battery. Lift up this cable. So now I can put it in like that. Okay, there we go. And with these screen protectors being new, that's probably not going to help me at all. So... this is hard enough without recording it. Okay, there we go. Touch. Let me figure out the touch connector popped off. By far the worst design as far as repairability goes. Just try turning it on. And figure out the charge port's not connected. Or the screen just flat out doesn't work. Ah, yes! Just take that off real quick to put that on. Let's put that back on before the screen gets scratched. Okay. Let's finish putting it back together. Alrighty. There we go. Now we just gotta clip this into the top and crunch and put our non-active SIM card and SIM tray back in. And we just have 3 screws. There are definitely some clips broken on that, but yeah. If it kind of works, it kind of works, I guess. There we go, Wi-Fi's working. Camera's slow, but it works. Home button works. Speaker still works. Looks like everything's working. So, in conclusion, we have a totally working iPhone 2G with a perfect screen. And I am $30 poorer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next screw around Saturday.